Beauty and the Feast, Volume 2 Review. Back in March 2021, Square Enix manga released the first volume on Beauty and the Beast Feast in the West. Thanks to the worsening shortage of paper and other problems within the printing industry, we've been waiting quite a while for Volume 2, but now it's finally here and we can find out if the series continues to be an entertaining one. In Volume 1, we met protagonist Shoko Yakumo, who struck up a friendship with neighborhood Shohei Yamato when she offered to cook dinner for him. This friendship was continued undisturbed, with the two growing more comfortable with another but never encroaching on the other's life beyond the meal times to share. Now they were in Volume 2. The paradise days started to change, started with Shoko attending one of Shohei's baseball games. Since Shohei always comes straight to her place after club practices, Shoko found herself interested in learning more about the game, and luckily for her, Shohei's friend and classmate, Irui, is more than happy to lecture her in the sport when she attends Shohei's match. Shohei is happy to see Shoko come to his game, and the chapters told from his perspective shows he wants to grow closer to and help her more. This is both to repay her kindness and feeding him, and because he's genuinely crushing on her, which he finds himself confident by giving the big age gap and play her. For now, Shoko remains obvious of Shohei's feelings and sees herself as an older sibling. This is a feeling only reinforced when Shohei saves her from the cockroach and talks about how he used to help his little sister whenever she so wanted the house. There's also a chapter about Shoko catching a cold and Shohei coming over to make her a simple meal and make sure he's okay. But Shoko sees her brotherly, but Shohei sees as making sure his crush is okay. The problem here is what the while Shoko's dialogue and attention speaks to her not having a feeling for Shohei. Author Satomi Yu goes out of their way to set up situations for a fan service and Shohei to become even more attracted to his neighbor. For example, one chapter sees Shoko put on a teacher's outfit and she helps Shohei study, which is very stimulating for him, due to it being just a little bit too small a size for Shoko. What I was hoping to find in Volume 2 is that we see more of Shohei's life away from Shoko. In the day department, he has been delivered outside the baseball game. I was also hoping to see more of Rui, but likewise, she's in a baseball chapter and never seen otherwise, which is a shame since she's an interesting character in her own right. The preview for Volume 3 mentions Shohei's little sister coming to visit, so the show offers something new in the character department. I think the problem for me is that there's a disconnect between how enjoyable these chapters are to me knowing there's probably leading to a romance. And I don't mind it was well done age gap rom-com, but in this situation, Shoko feels like someone Shohei should be able to move on for when I said and done, rather than becoming his partner. The way the manga is presenting itself certainly doesn't make me believe it will go in the direction, though. In the meantime, it's just not selling me on the idea that this blossoming relationship is a good idea. As previously mentioned, Beauty and the Beast Feast Volume 2 comes to the West thanks to Square Enix manga. It continues to be translated by Sheldon Driska. The translation reads well with no issues to note. Volume 3 is currently scheduled for an English release in June, so not too long to wait for more of the series. Overall, Beauty and the Feast continues to offer a sweet read, but I'm not particularly fond of the trajectory the story is taking, especially with the romance angle scenes that odds with the otherwise cute slice of life tale is trying to tell. I can only hope this improves going forward. 7/10.